Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Texas's offense takes the field to start. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, really get on the field. Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true freshman quarterback, possibly winning a Heisman. You talk about a guy that has handled every moment and embraced it and excelled. This guy has been phenomenal.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Sack all the way back at the 5. Defense getting a boost from this crowd on 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got enough space. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. The jet sweep pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Travis. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Second down after that incompletion.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Looking for a huge play. And he makes the catch inside the 25. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And the Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. He wants to pass it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start.
So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. Off play action on first down. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's looking to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the reds. Going deep. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now facing a third and long. Defense might bring the house here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So now on comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball.
Nothing but green ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And he'll make the catch at the 15. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Buckeyes are on the move. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think sometimes you can overthink things a little bit as a play caller. And on 4th down, I know you got a receiver who's really fast, and you're trying to get him the football and see if he can get to the perimeter of the field. But the defense was waiting on it. That was maybe a little bit too obvious, and I think you can put that 4th down fail on the play caller.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Buchanan.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They want to just keep throwing it. Keeps looking downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. He's going to pass on second down. Using the quick game. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions.
Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers, the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
He makes the connection. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback will audible. They want to throw it. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out they're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's McMillan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's going for it all. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Buckeyes get enough to move the chains.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Ohio State, 35, Texas.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap. They've been making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking for room, it's Combs.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ohio State 42, Texas 14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Now the play fake. Coming after it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Buys a little time with his feet. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Second down now after the sack.
Second down coming up.
3:25. Off the play fake. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt this one away.
To kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on second down from the 14. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't get...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored it.
Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Ohio State 49, Texas 14.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really...
He's off to the races at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Toledo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun, looking for a man. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It's still 3rd and goal. Right back to him on the ground. Knocked down for the tackle. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with a field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail.
Can't hang on, he muffs it. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's going to let it go. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And the extra point is good. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Ohio State 62, Texas.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On second down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Man, you just go over the offense like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day.
And they got him for the sack. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.